I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. That's surprisingly blunt. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. This game curses me. Well, my favorite character's gone. There she goes. Okay. Meanwhile, I've always liked the school alone. I've always told myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. What a chud. But this time, MC, you're a chud, and you're a lonely chud. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it, anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Zeh? You know, I was hopeful for a second. I was gonna say... But of course it's Monika. Okay, hi Monika. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Well, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Ah, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Oh. Monika, I'm gonna kill you, Monika. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Is there a route where I can, like, punch Monika? In that case, what club do you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. And it shook. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. It does. How many members do you have so far? Ahaha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, it is. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And besides, a member's a member, right? Yeah. Did Monika say she? So there are girls in the anime club. Dude, MC. I feel so bad for MC too, because he just doesn't remember Sayori anymore. Hey Zeh, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Just Monika! Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Zeh, you know that? Thank you. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Weird thing to say to me, dude. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I already miss Sayori, dude. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey, never fucking do that again. Please? Never do that. Never fucking do that again. Okay? Thank you. I'm back and I brought a guest with me. That actually fucking startled me. Holy shit. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the clubs, eh? Dude, I can't read this because I'm like scared when I'm gonna like get jump scared next. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? I don't want to be. What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Oh, because we knew her name before because of like the cupcakes, right? Now I just don't know. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. She's the vice president now, okay. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Zan in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? That is great. Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know, bake cupcakes. Sorry, I didn't forget that. But I just happened to, wait, hold on. Run into him. Alright, because Sayori told Natsuki that a new member would join. But Monika didn't do that, I guess. Okay, in that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Zeh? I see Monika's doing a sloppy job at replacing Sayori. We also have a few desks arranged to form a table. You can never be her! You can never be her, Monika! You can never be her! He walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. You can never be Sayori, Monika. You can never be Sayori. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. Last time we took a seat next to Sayori, now it's Monika. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. True. She said this before. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yes, she does. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? True. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. I believe Yuri. She said that before, hasn't she? Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but... I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. We've said everything. Like we've said all these lines before. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Zeb, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. We've said that line too. Atsuki's head suddenly perks up. She's done that too. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I've said that before. What am I saying? You said what you've said before. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I remember making a point about this, where it's like, oh, you do this, and it's like a boom noise. That was in episode 1. You can never be Sayori, Monika. You'll never be Sayori. You'll never be her. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I think she said that before. Or at least we've said that before. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? She said that before. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Am I reading horror right now? Does that count? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. These things have all been said before. Suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Remember how Natsuki earlier said, like, writing things in simple ways makes people look at the world in a different way? Like, that was her tip for writing poems. Like, at the really beginning with the animals poem, right? And now, this game is pretty surreal, and it's pretty scary. It's a surreal horror, I'd say, right? It also kind of makes me see the world a different way. For a brief moment. If only for a brief moment, yeah. It's almost like the game's talking about itself. Oh, I hate horror. Me too. Oh, why's that? Because people get stabbed. Well, I just Natsuki's eyes dart over from to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? Pulls out the slip of paper, let me guess. Left a piece of scrap paper behind. Last club meeting. Looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Dude, these people have all said these lines before. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? ... Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Is it Nat and Yuri? Nat and Yuri, let's go. No Sayori though. So I'll go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, well, I'll share them with each other. Cool. Then that way everyone... Wait, hold on. That... I said that like she's guiding them somewhere. That way everyone's even. Okay. Like, that way everyone, go over there. Like, dude. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. True. Do you agree as well as that? Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I'd bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. So I have other clubs to look at, and that was my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Zeh. The thing is, we don't even have enough members to form an official club. We need 4. I need 5, please. I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... But I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh, by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Zed? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would have been super pissed. Zed, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? First order of operations, bring Sayori back. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. MONIKA looks over at me once more. Say, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah? Can I really impress the class there, MONIKA, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. No Sayori to walk home with. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and just MONIKA. Okay. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? No. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm so fucking scared. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. So I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. 4 of us. I'm scared as hell, dude. The words that used to work on Sayori are just like in between them now. Does it matter at this point? Not to see didn't run away on us, haha. I want to run. No, don't worry. Might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Dude, the poem! What the hell was the poem? Woke up and there's nails? Like, had a dream and there was nails in the house? I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Don't do that shit. Thanks for keeping your promise, Seth. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Never fucking do that again. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. The game knew. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. What if we click back and it's gonna be scary? No, it's not. But Monika! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Ze. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. It only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't really read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that's how I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reached into her bag and pulled out a book. Alright, she gave us a book before, but we never read it. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. My attention span is so cooked. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Phew. Is it me, or is she, like, zoomed in? Hella. Look forward to hearing what you think. And now she's smaller. Did she... Was that like a weird sprite? I didn't notice. I'll check back the footage later. That doesn't seem to be the case. Hold on. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! Hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something here? That's exactly how I fucking feel. Fucking Monika, dude. Hold on. Where's my knife? I want to be armed. Oh, there it is. It's on the piano, can you believe it? It's not a knife, it's a hair comb, but whatever. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit you're into until you figure out where the other person stands. That's really true. It's just like politics. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Oh, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. You get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Me neither. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. True. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. That's very fair. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. She just knew. That was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Zeh. Consider this a lesson straight from... I'm gonna click on history, and it's gonna fucking jump scare the shit out of me. No, I'm not. In fact, after I pulled out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box, I'm gonna show you exactly why. Shove the books right into my hands. Oh, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Whoa! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Wait, 4 girls? Did I say 4? No. It better be. It better. If that's a reference, I can't forgive this game, dude. Like, to like this game. If the manga's a reference to this game, I'm actually just gonna cry. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She passed me on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Aw. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. And why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. That's fair. Don't just say that. Yeah, that's an interesting thing to say. Don't make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses his arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. Oh, is this like... Oh, right, because last time I did Sayori, I had to like button her shirt up and stuff. This time it's Natsuki. Okay. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I began the reading? Since I read the beginning, I mean. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Yeah, true. Yeah, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. So I think that's a reference. I'm kind of glad of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's more fun. Because it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't? I kinda get that. It's like Game Limbus Company. I got some of my friends to try it. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? She's gonna say like, I actually don't have any friends. Can you not rub it in? She doesn't have any friends, does she? Jeez. Amy likes spiders. Natsuki likes manga. Amy likes spiders. Ah, sorry. I could ever get friends. Get my friends to read this. I just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Yeah, that's very fair. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Do it. Oh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort just to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. That's surprisingly blunt. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Poor Natsuki, man. I've heard like from some of my friends that like her dad is just not a good guy, you know? Something I've heard. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Oh, I just can't win, can I? Wait a second, wait, the text. Is it like a lot nicer, do you think, like in the original, compared to this? Because Like, yeah, when Sayori was around, do you think, like, the text was, like, a lot nicer? Like, Natsuki wasn't saying, like, my dad would beat the shit out of me. She would say, like, oh, my dad would, like, not be so happy about that, like, something like that, do you think? Just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. True. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Hold on, I want to go into history and see. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. That changed it to my dad will beat the shit out of me. No. It's like the more honest version then, is it? Like, does that make sense? I want to see fucking MONIKA then. Wait. Oh, come on. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Ahaha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is extremely quiet somehow. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. What the fuck? Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. Natsuki's eyes lighten up again. Catches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. Told you not to give me oomph. Doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. You're not you when you're hungry. Don't worry, Zeh. She's fine. Just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. It's diabetes. She has low blood sugar. That caused her to do all that. Caused her eyes to go black. And her mouth. Why don't we all share our poems now? Okay. No Sayori. I already know that, but like just seeing her not on the menu, that pisses me off. Natsuki! I told Natsuki I wasn't interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. She likes it then. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ooh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. Want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like MONIKA said. Ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Hold on, wait. I hope you're happy. ... So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Oh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the whole world. Like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because MONIKA will make me if I don't. It's the exact same as her last poem. Yeah, told you that you weren't gonna like it. I have an analysis on this poem in like episode 2, I think, so you guys can go check that out if you want. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Once again, Daniel. Oh. Just drop his name. Oh, there's a lot of Daniels in the world. He wouldn't know which one it is. You wouldn't know which one it is, guys. But for those who do, Daniel. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I also didn't expect to be licking your finger last episode. Even though you're the youngest one here. MC, you're literally Diddy. Zah, you're Diddy, dude. Don't do that ever again. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yuri, hello. He stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay. It's your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, why do you ask? Because there's some common mistakes that beginners make. I guess that might be after reading through it, so that's bad. No, I just raised my voice. Oh, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Yeah, it's literally just the same thing. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, really, I didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. True. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. The stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I could also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Well, Natsuki didn't. Natsuki can be a bit biased sometimes. Biased how? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. Oh, there's a skip. There's a skip option. I'm sure Yuri's apologizing to herself for demeanor Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't supposed to be the literature club. Yeah, ghost under the light, exactly. I remember this. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? You know what, should I just skip this, guys? No, that's not time to read. Well, I just don't really read script often. Handwriting's pretty. And that's a relief. I was like the poem, even though it's short descriptive, when it's too short. I usually read longer poems, not at all. Really glad you like it, I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more wild, something usually just falls. I need to go, Siri, hoo. Actually, the story is about a ghost. All that, really? Must have totally missed the point. No, I suppose you only did glance over it after all, but I remember that poet saying I don't die without it bored. I've just lived just to paint a picture. I've just compared to a ghost. I've just everything with the past. I just into nothing. That's just the way. I've did that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Remember that it wouldn't be too long before you pick up the next, huh? Pick up on these things too. Pick up on these things too. Well, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Just Monica. And this is new because the skip isn't available. Hi Zah, having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? You're always listening, are you? Well, Monica, listen to this. You're done. I'm finding you and you're done. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha. Don't worry, Zah. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of area that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. I like it, Zah. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ahaha. Oh, geez. No, no. This kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. Yeah, she tells you who it appeals to. She's a good writer, too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Yes, she's not her when she's hungry. She gets black stuff around her eyes and mouth. She'll cling onto you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she is in a fussy mood pretty often. Sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Dude! Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Oh. But hey, some guys are into petite... Wow, I just said that. Okay. I just said those words. You know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Poker face. Let's read it then. Oh, okay, it changed. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Right, last time it was me looking in. He wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. My burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay, yeah, from what I know about the game, this just kind of feels like, it's like, oh, he's not looking directly at me, he's looking at other things, and other things, like the other girls in the literature club, right? And that's probably why she's not an option in the poem writing thing, because, minigame, because it's like, it's leading up to this poem, right, that she's not being watched, she's not the one being watched, it's the other three girls being watched. Does that make sense? She brandishes her pen, okay. It's kind of like that, I guess. It's right there. He's right there. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. True? It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Everything here is going to be the same, I guess. I'm not sure how to put it. Epiphany recently, something like that. Because it's coming out strongly. Maybe have friends with each other anyway. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. You try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make it. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. If you keep your pens in the puddle of ink. Yep. That's a song reference. Or maybe this was referenced in a song? I don't know. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yes, that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I swear the music changed. Did it change? Even if they're just being nice, there's no way poems can stand up to theirs. It's the literature club, after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it. And Zed did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Oh, right, this part they fight, and last time I called Sayori over to help me. Now it's between these two, isn't it? First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Zed liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Zed appreciates my advice more than you appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Right, this line. I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as his ass started showing up. Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Did Monika say that last time, or was that Sayori that said that? Nat and Yuri. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry, that lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over... I don't like this music. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? Yet, the only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, Yuri. Did you just accuse me of... What the fuck is wrong with... Yeah, go on. Let's hear everything you really think. Sure you'll be head over heels? Then Yuri turns towards me as she just noticed how I was standing here. Zeh, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Dude, what the fuck? I'll say Natsuki. Dude. Getting closer. Hi, Monika. Hi, Monika. Hey, Zeh. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Good idea. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to just stay out of this. Dude, would that have happened if Sayori was here? Like, do you think we've like completely changed like timelines and like influenced, like this is influenced like to a crazy amount? Or do you think like before if Sayori just like didn't intervene, this would have happened in general? Because if that would have happened, that's very, very We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Dude, wait, history, I wanna see. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Don't make me like MONIKA. I can tell the game's like almost trying to make me sympathize with MONIKA. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, dude, the poor baby. Oh my goodness. She's like crying. He quickly runs away. Oh dear, well it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I had no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Zeh, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Is she gonna see to that? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at MONIKA. You can go first, MONIKA. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. Okay. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I wouldn't, honestly. Like, it's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Zeh. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I really appreciate... Well, I'm here now, I guess. Let's keep going for Natsuki. Chocolate. Jump. Sunset. Romance. Strawberry. Special. Imagination. Oh. Kitty. Explode. Oh, never mind. Smile. Flying. Kiss. Pure. Vibrant. Oh. Calm. Wait, no. Laugh. Funny. Kawaii. Dance. I'm a little more comfortable here the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Zeh. Back, Zeh. Ah, hi, Yuri. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the way of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at her desk, and surprisingly MONIKA isn't here yet. Suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. But yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, happy that you were considerate and apologized. And you don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. If I had already decided that there was no way you could be... I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, and I really didn't mean it. Zeh, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. Made me feel a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you enjoyed this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen MONIKA? She's playing the piano. I know I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. ... Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. I think MONIKA made her forget. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. You think MONIKA hit her with the forget beam? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. Promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so Hey, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah. She forgot. Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. What was in your mind? I sure was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about these little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ahaha. You're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Do you think, like, depending on who I picked, like, she would have erased the mind of the other person? Like, if I picked only Yuri, like, if I picked Yuri, would Yuri forget? And if I picked, since I picked Natsuki, Natsuki forgot? Like, do you think that's the case? Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't too worried or anything. Nah, you were playing piano. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Ahaha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period here today was study hall. Yeah, it was. I just lost track of time. Ahaha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring, exactly. I've not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't it where you played music as well, Monika? Oh, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it. Still. That must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Zeh. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. She's not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Zeh, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club? I suppose so. I think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Huh. So everything is going to shit when Sayori's not here. Haha, okay. What's the story about anyway? Well, I looked at the cover of the book. The book's titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Why'd you have to specify that? Not to think about the limbs. What are we gonna do with you, Yuri? What are we gonna do with you? It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Zeh? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things that happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? And suddenly... Rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. That was pretty interesting what Yuri did there. Yeah, whatever. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... Kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Your whole body gets what? So I've ended up saying something strange. Now please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. This means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, I almost spilled my orange juice there, okay. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to... It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. So I understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... That shit said bathing in the feeling of your body heat. You're a freak. That shit said bathing in like the feeling of your body heat or something. Dude. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, ahaha. Here, this should work, right? It's on my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once you each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm's in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right hand on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. Aww. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it on her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses everything she says, and all that. That's what you were talking about. God. she's a freak. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Oh, yeah. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Are you feeling alright? Eh? You've been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Riri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. That's not a thing you get from being dehydrated, dude. Okay. Yuri's kind of a freak. I guess this has been known. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Oh. Did something happen just now? Okay. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess, so you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. What do you mean, I don't know anything? I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Oh no, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. Hold on. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Well, it's not terrible. It was pretty disappointing after your last one. Oh, this is not skippable. Okay. It's not skippable. Wait. I said that and then something flashed. Okay, wait, no, I don't think it's recording my audio. That's a coincidence. But they definitely pointed that out. But it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, if everyone in the club writes really differently from each other, maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending more time with Yuri today. Some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. So you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Oh, okay. Watch this be a code, but I just don't know how to decode it. Zeh. Zeh. Why don't you come read with me today? That's a good question. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? Think you're better off not associating, huh? Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. I believe you. It should be obvious by now, so just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Zah, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? Want to make me go home crying? That was the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. I'm like pinching my skin, I've just realized. I'm like pinching my arm. Don't ruin it, please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. I didn't fucking like the way that she just like crawled up to me, dude. What the fuck? I don't want to play this game anymore, dude. This is scary as hell. Dude. Like that? That fast? Natsuki's just gone? From what? Why did her neck snap? Oh man, that's an eventful... This has been an eventful day, holy. Like, first Sayori died? Natsuki's dead now. 2 to go. Or 1 to go, because MONIKA, I know she's evil. Shoot. Okay, well, obviously the club's gone to crap after Sayori's gone. I didn't expect this, holy. Actually, I kind of did, but you get what I mean, right? It's like... Oh, man. Alright, see you guys next time, dude. Thank you so much for watching.